So hello book readers, welcome back to the channel. You are watching Crazy by Vam. We are back here again with another episode of our series Read Karo Feel Karo. Well, today's video is really close to my heart because we are going to talk about the book I genuinely love. And I have started reading this book back in January because मेरा इस साल का resolution was so clear that I want to complete 4 books each month. But then life happened, I got sick and because of my health issues मैं अपना गोल पूरा नहीं कर पाई. But still मेरी जितनी कैपेसिटी थी मैंने उतना ट्राई किया. But back in January मैंने इस बुक के दोनों पार्ट्स ना मस्त पढ़ के कंप्लीट कर लिए हुए थे. एंड देन पता नहीं मुझे क्या हुआ कि मैंने इस बुक को रिटर्न कर दिया टू द बुक सेलर. बट आई लिटरली रिग्रेटेड about that और मेरे को उसको वापस से ऑर्डर करना पड़ा है just cause I was feeling guilt about that. And finally the package is here, and so the book is More Days at Morisaki Bookshop by Satoshi Yagisawa. So this book is originally written in Japanese, but this is the translated version of English, and I really love this book. And let me tell you why this book literally pulled my heartstrings. So let me tell you what happened in the part 1. Well, this book revolves around a girl whose name is Takako. She is a young woman living all independently by herself in Tokyo as she was separated by her parents. Well, one day she was literally emotionally heartbroken cause her boyfriend, whom she used to love deeply, suddenly decided to marry someone else. And because of that, Takako decided to quit her job. And now she don't have money to pay for her expenses, not for the apartment rent she used to live in. Well, she has nowhere to go because she doesn't want to go back to her parents. She got an unexpected offer from her eccentric but also kind-hearted maternal uncle, Satoru Morisaki. He used to own a second-hand old bookshop in the heart of the Tokyo, which is in Jimbocho district. Jimbocho district. So he asked her to come and stay with him for a while until she feel good back. So now as she went there, it was really tough for her to adapt to the new environment as the old bookshop was really musty and filled with a strange silence. But as the time passes, ahista Takako literally adapt herself to the new environment of peace of the world literature, of the literature world, or you can say. And she literally found the comfort in the smell of the new books and the old books. And instead of making friends her people or humans her friends, she literally decided to make books her friends. And same goes for Satoru uncle. Because of her past heartbreaks, he doesn't believe in human beings anymore. So he always used to spend his time with the books he have in his bookstore. And Takako at one time got literally obsessed with those books that she used to carry them all way she is going anywhere literally. So she also learned about her uncle as she was not attached with him that much because uncle के बहुत सारे past traumas थे जिनकी वजह से वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा separated थे. And then again Takako की मम्मी was a big problem in her life as according to the book, and she never used to understand her. And the book ends on a soft, hopeful note. That is, ये वाला जो first part है, that ends on a very beautiful note that Takako begins to rediscover herself and the new sense of purpose in her life. So in the second part, Takako is back to her simple life, back to her normal job, but she still used to visit to that bookstore because she was so attached to that. In part 1 also, Takako ने जितना भी time अपना bookshop के साथ spend किया, and after that, bookshop ने उसको इतना ज़्यादा heal कर दिया था कि that bookshop literally pushed her to go back to her normal life. And books were there for her always instead of a human being जिसने उसको heal किया to help her to overcome with that heartbreak she had with her boyfriend. And in the second part also वो bookshop को नहीं भूल रही है, वो अपनी normal life में आ गई है, but still she can't forget the cute moments, the healing moments she have literally spent with the books in the bookstore and also with her uncle. However, इस वाले part में भी life once again brings her emotional breakdown as she found something about her mother which was literally heartbreaking. And at the emotional side, her relationships are uncertain and her future feels like shaky. Also, her deep family secret came up And this part explores Takako's internal growth more deeply, because this shows how she is going to enter into a new phase of her life where she is going to make new friends, maybe not books this time but maybe human beings, because she meets like a lot of people in the bookstore and then in the cafe nearby her bookstore, and then a person she fell in love, but she literally no she was not able to confess that, because she was that much feeling traumatic because of her past heartbreak. Also, these books not only talk about her relationship with others but also her relationship with herself, her identity, her childhood, and her emotions, her passions, her decisions, and there are like a lot of things going on which is connected to herself. And this book ka second part literally helped her growing deeply emotionally with herself. Also, the story focuses more on Uncle Sutaru, and he is dealing with his own pain as well, कि वो तकाको का पेन क्या सॉल्व करते हैं, उनके पास तो खुद की ही बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स वाज रिवॉल्विंग, especially related to his long lost wife, as I just said, whose name was Momoko. Yeah, Sutaru, Momoko and Takoko. So these were the three names जिनके अराउंड ये पूरी बुक रिवॉल्व कर रही है, जो एकदम से आ जाती है. सो मोमोको एंड सुतारू अंकल का बिकॉज ऑफ सम रीज़न पास्ट में डाइवोर्स होने वाला होता है, बट मोमोको एक दिन सडनली डिसअपियर हो जाती है सुतारू की लाइफ से, एंड ही यूज्ड टू वेट फॉर हर बहुत टाइम तक कि मोमोको विल कम बैक, बट वो वापस नहीं आती है. एंड वन डे शी लिटरली reappear suddenly, and her return is emotional but not that dramatic. As I said, uncle was kind of a eccentric person, so वो कहीं पे कुछ भी बोल देते थे, जोक मार देते थे. He was kind of a rude person also, but he was really kind hearted. So yeah, so just like real life, it was filled with regret, memories, guilt, and like a complete silence, जिसमें उनका जो बॉन्ड था वो ब्रेक हो चुका था, and now that thing is coming back to him, which is like really very traumatic for anyone. So then through it all, Morisaki Bookshop continues to be a safe space for them who are fighting with their personal life, with their career life, with the relationship they have with themselves and with the others also. And this is a place that does not hold books but memories, comforts and healing, I would say. By the end of the second book, Takako finally understands what it means to truly move on. She was doing move on completely in these both the parts, but in the end she literally learned that not by forgetting the past but by accepting the reality, by making peace with she have, and she chooses a path that really feels right for her according to her, and which is not loud, not perfect, but actually at the end it is honest. Also, if you have read this book before or going to try this watching this video, do tell me in the comment section what are your reviews about both the parts and which one is your most favorite. I love the second part more because in the second part lot of characters are coming in the story at one time, and the book is not creating any complication. It is really very easy to understand, but yeah, it is quite lengthy. So the first book have around 200 pages, and same goes for the second book. Second book have 167 and the first book have 175 number of pages, including the index, last note, author's note and everything. Well, this two part is not just about action or big plot twist. It's about quiet healing, self-discovery and the soft magic of books. If you have ever felt lost, or if you ever want to find yourself, rediscover things about yourself that you have no idea about, start adapting to this thing, that you should go and start reading, because it's something that really helps a human being in their growth. Also, you will genuinely enjoy that. So don't go without giving it a big thumbs up. Do subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to watch upcoming videos on more book series. Well, in the next part we are going to talk about all the books we have here, so I'm really excited to show you my reviews on all of them. Well, till then, bye bye, happy reading guys.